Hello, my friend. It's Crypto Lunatic, the channel for crypto newbies. And today I've had a request in one of my comments. And this goes specifically out to Magoo2626, who's asked me about DeFi staking options. Now, this is a good question. So, people new to crypto, let's explain a few things. The reason that people are waking up to crypto's potential is because not only are people investing in assets that could go up in value, could go down in value as well. But you can also stake them and earn extra rewards, earn interest on your assets, which massively outperform anything that you can get in banks. Now, this is one of the reasons why, especially UK banks, are making it very difficult for people to get money out of their accounts because of the dreaded crypto. You could lose everything. Now, yes, you could lose everything. So let's balance this. Hopefully, I can give you a balanced overview of what it's all about, what all the kerfuffle is, and give you the basics of what you need to know before you start on this journey. So, first and foremost, banks don't pay you very much interest, and inflation is so high now that if your money is sitting in a bank account, it is losing spending power. And this is why people in crypto are waking up to this and they're moving their money into crypto. Now, crypto is numerous. There are numerous ways that you can lose your crypto here. There are some very sophisticated scams. And for that reason, it is high risk. The lesser risk in crypto is buying the wrong coins. That's only the small part of the risk. There's a lot of scammers out there. There's a lot of ways that you can lose money. And especially for people new to crypto, it's very, very difficult to navigate. So let's talk about a few really good practice principles before you start this. Firstly, never, ever, ever keep all your crypto in one place. Diversify, keep it on different platforms or wallets. That's the first thing, because that way, if you do get hacked, which you could, or you do have a security breach, which could happen, then it won't affect everything. You won't lose everything. So never have a single point of failure. That's the first thing. For me personally, what does that mean? So I don't have a lot of crypto. I'll be very transparent about it. I'll see all these influencers, they've got millions involved. I've got a few thousand that I throw in there and it's spread in different wallets. And that's designed deliberately because hackers will not be incentivized to hack any single wallet because there's just not enough in there to make it interesting for them. So with bigger amounts, you then have to work out who do you trust. Now, especially in the UK, they're highlighting that there's a lot of danger points. There's a lot of places that are unsafe. You've got the FTX collapse where everybody lost their crypto through keeping it on an exchange. And you've got people saying, not your keys, not your crypto, get it off exchanges. So I come from a slightly different angle there. Because if you keep self-custody, you have a physical wallet to hold on to. Now, I do have a ledger. And it is a little bit clunky, but it does the job. But ultimately, I could lose that. I could lose it. And the security as well. You have to write down a 24 word keyword phrase that you have to keep safe. Now, you don't want to keep that online on any sort of digital account. So you have to keep it physically. And the house could burn down. You could lose everything. So where do you keep it? Do you dig it in the garden? Do you dig a hole in the garden and hide it in there in a little box? So there's a lot of issues when it comes to security around your crypto. So let's start at the beginning. Self-custody is a good thing. I would recommend you getting a ledger. But for crypto newbies, certainly for me, I bought a ledger. I didn't use it for about 6 months because it scared me. I wasn't used to it. So where did I start? I looked a lot into the companies that were storing crypto. And the two places that I found that I feel relatively safe on are Binance and Nexo. Now, I am not paid by them. They are not endorsing me. I'm not necessarily recommending them. I'm saying do your own research. Because for me, it was important that I had some sort of security. Now, with my Nexo assets, I know if somebody wanted to hack my Nexo account, they would need to get hold of my phone and they would need to hack my email address. So you want security set up with two-factor authentication. And not only that, with platforms like Nexo, they make it very easy to stake your crypto and earn interest on it. So that is good. And it was the same in Binance before the cheeky UK government decided, for the good of us, for the good of you, my friends, that they're going to stop you getting staking rewards because it's dirty crypto. The UK government hate crypto. They are very crypto unfriendly over here. Now, in America, that's slightly different. There are platforms you can earn interest. For some reason, they haven't clamped down on my Nexo account, so I am able to earn interest there. And also holding crypto on a ledger as well. There is an option there that you can stake directly from your ledger. So the point being, do your research. There's different platforms that you can do this on, but you have to do your research. For me, I did loads and loads and loads of research. And again, I cannot emphasize this enough. And I'm not recommending them either. I keep mine between a hardware wallet, my Ledger, a Binance account, a Nexo account, and I have a tiny little amount on BitGet. And you can see on my channel here that I've just opened a MEXC account as well, where, well, you can see for yourself how much is on there. I'm keeping that open and transparent. So you have to find your own way and you have to do your own research, but you're far more likely to lose your crypto through greed and stupidity because there's a lot of hackers. Here's some good practices. Never, ever, 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 ever share your keywords with anyone for any reason. And if somebody's telling you to move stuff into a wallet because you're going to get extra interests, don't do it. Don't trust anyone. Really, do not trust anyone. Don't even trust me, my friend. Do not trust me. Don't trust anyone. Keep your security safe and keep it good practice. Here's another good practice. I've got an old phone that I kept that I do all of my Binance and Nexo transactions on. It's the only time I use that phone. So if you've got an old secondhand phone or a second phone, then get all of your crypto stuff on that phone and only use it for your crypto transactions. Don't use it for anything else. So there's a good one. I've also got a Revolut account because that gives me access to certain coins. They don't allow staking for most of the assets on there. So I'm not necessarily recommending it, but the security on Revolut is also reasonably good. So you have to find your own way here. Look into it. For staking rewards, especially if you're based in the UK, then Nexo seems to be a good place and also your ledger. But the real issue here is that there's so many ways that you can lose it with hackers. Telegram is an absolute hive of scammers. And if anyone personal messages you on any platform, do not trust it. You're going to see a lot of adverts where you'll be very convincing, saying, send your Ethereum here and we'll send you twice the Ethereum back. Absolute scams. Do not trust anyone, my friends, and do your own research. Find your own platforms. Self-custody is generally better, but also you may want the security of not having to keep a hardware wallet on you all times and keep your keywords safe, which is why platforms like Binance and Nexo may be a better option for you. Now, let's just say this about Binance. And again, I'm not recommending them. There's a lot of bad things about Binance, especially setting up your account. But they've only ever been hacked once, and it was a big hack, and a lot of crypto was drained. And Binance replaced everybody's crypto. So they're the most used exchange, they're the most common one, and they're fairly secure with your two-factor authentication. So you have to find your own vibe. And I'd also tell you about Nexo. One of the reasons that I trusted them is I went on LinkedIn and I connected with one of the senior management team. And when I was having issues with their customer service, I just messaged him directly. And after 8 days of nonsense, I got it sorted out in 2 hours. That gave me the safety and security to actually trust them. Are they very trustworthy? Well, you have to make that decision. I'm not here to recommend one thing or another. I'm just here to share my own practices here. And there are way more detailed videos of people that have looked into DeFi staking than I have. But that's just a basic guide for newbies of what to be careful with and what to look out for. So hopefully that helps you and answers your question. Be safe, my friend, and trust no one. Use that and add security first. Be secure. Get a separate phone or a separate laptop to do all of your crypto transactions. And these are just a few good practices to start off with. Do that, and you'll be far more likely to have a safer crypto journey. And if you've enjoyed this content, my friends, then please do subscribe to the channel for more of these little updates. And if you want another one of my videos, you will find it just there.